Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Oakland Athletics.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. This guy has world-class speed, guys. He can fly. I love watching him run. So if you like watching a guy take over a game with his legs, he's your guy.
Sean Manaea gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one. And if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand. And not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the A's will have to deal with a threat to run from the get-go.
Hey, guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Standing in now, Cristobal Caballero, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position player.
Meanwhile, here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
And now the runner's trying for third. Line drive to center field. Loriano is right there, one down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch, runner's on his way to third. In there, now the throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Hamilton takes his lead at third with one away. Line drive to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Luis Severino will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched well this last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses ball 1. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's only 1 for 10. That evens it up 1-1. Semien, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series, as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
First pitch coming, here it is. Don couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 1-for-12 career line. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Gregorius is there. And that retires the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland. It's the Yankees 1 and the A's nothing. Start of the second inning here in Oakland. Let's check in with Heidi for more on the weather.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident. Oh, break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His first homer so far in the series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Rounded up the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. No outs, nobody on. Lifted in the air out to center field. Laureano waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 8th, the second baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 out, nobody on. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Runner breaks for third. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Back to the top of the order now, and in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
In now, Cristobal Caballero. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
Comes set, the 0-1. And now the runner breaks for the plate, pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Yankees lead this one 3-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Olson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And he got him.
Batting 6th, the third baseman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 1 for 9. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Chapman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
So we got him swinging. Matt Chapman goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Here's Jurickson Profar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail it here 3-0. Giancarlo Stanton now hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His 4th long ball of this series. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Fouled away. Fouled off. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Line toward right center. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Sanchez ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Yasmero Petit is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Yasmero Petit.
Here's Miguel Andujar now.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. Pinder is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The center fielder.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. He's set. Here it comes. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Into the box, Josh Phegley. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Line toward the alley in left center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
Well, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
In now, Cristobal Caballero pitches a cold strike. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. That's a strike. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 0-2 delivery. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 7-0, and he's safe.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch, he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
Caballero, the runner at third with no outs. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. His third home run of this series as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. Hit well again. Down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Set to deliver the 0-1. Push to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit at third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Ready now. Sebastian Cisneros will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 12, Sebastian Cisneros.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this. Sebastian Cisneros will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop
for the Yankees. Now playing shortstop, number 12,
Stepping in, Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Another 1-2 delivery. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Swing and a chopper to the left side. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
2 away now in the Oakland 4th. And that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And he fouls this one off. Here comes another 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And it's fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 9-0. At the plate, Miguel Andujar. He singled his last time up.
Miguel Andujar.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pound in the zone late.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Line towards center field. Laureano patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. And there he goes towards second. Right to him. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. But one's all they get as the run scores.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Cristobal Caballero.
Into the box now, Cristobal Caballero. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He swings and grounds it to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 11 and the A's nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
The Athletic.
All right,
The
thanks,
first
Heidi.
baseman, Matt Olson.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Ready for another chance? Matt Chapman. Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Chapman becomes out number 2 this inning. Stepping up to the plate, Jurickson Profar will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ballgame, and this one ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Judge.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Olsen has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. From the stretch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, to keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready once again, Miguel Andujar. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Throw won't get him.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Into the box now, Brett Gardner. He pulls this one into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Yankees lead it 12-0. Standing in, Chad Pinder will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been complete about the pitching they faced. Other than it's been fantastic. We'll see if that continues.
3 unassisted.
Now batting, the catcher.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself open.
1 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Grounded to the right. LeMahieu's got it. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 10. Shortstop, Marquez.
2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. A's are gone in order. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Chaz Rowe enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 53.
In now is the Yankees DH, Billy Hamilton. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Pinder has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
The first baseman, Cristobal.
Now at the plate, Cristobal Caballero. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try again, 1-2. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. And there's the first out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Digging in and looking for more. First pitch of the at-bat. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting, Sebastian Cisneros. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Miguel Andujar. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
And the runner's breaking for third. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Fouled off. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Line to the right side, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Derek Saad.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Eric Colligan enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 13, Eric Colligan.
First pitch on its way. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him. The A's strand one. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So digging in now, DJ LeMahieu. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brett Gardner.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on screws.
Pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there. 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Billy Hamilton. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Stepping up now, Josh Begley. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. 0-1 the count. 0-1, here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
So he got him swinging. Marcus Semien goes quietly, and they've got only 1 out left.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-1's the count.
2 out, nobody on. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 count?
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
(12-0), the rather convincing shutout final score. The Yanks take a commanding 3-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Luis Severino gets the W on the mound. Sean Manaea struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.